Welcome back. What an awesome day 3 of GLF 2022. We hope this day was another great learning experience for all of you. And now we would love to hear what you have learned today and throughout GLF. So we are going to share our takeaways in small breakout sessions in 15 minutes. For 15 minutes. The breakout session will be for 15 minutes. So please discuss the following, and these questions or these pointers will also be added to the chat box. So we will discuss action items for you in your chapter leader role, action items for your chapter board, chapter goals and promises. And like always, make sure to identify a group leader who will be responsible for reporting out takeaways when we come back here. So let's move to breakout rooms. Welcome back, everyone. So let's hear from a few of our breakout room group leaders on the learnings from their group's discussion. Raise your hand for Minji to call on you, and please keep it brief. Group leaders, please also add your learnings, your group's learning in the chat box. Over to you, Minji.
Thank you. Tavia, would you like to go first? Please unmute yourself.
Will she ever learn? Okay, we were talking about being respectful of leadership team's time because it does take quite a bit of time to be on a leadership team for ICF, and keeping our meetings short and succinct and allowing time for networking and supporting our peers within the leadership team. We talked about succession planning and onboarding them gradually, no surprises, sort of having people in the pipeline, being, gentle with the onboarding so that they're not just roped in straight away. We talked about fulfilling our promises to members and delivering really meaningful material to them, things that were important to their learning, effective learning, sharing and experiential learning, and really consulting our audience to find out what's most important to them. Yeah, I think that's it. Did I leave anything else out, group? Thank you.
Thank you. Jayantha, would you like to go next, please?
Yeah, thank you. So from my group, actually, like there were diversity, like in a chapter like Singapore, where Sonali is representing. So there are different challenges, and here with the learnings that we got, it was clear to all of us who are in the group, like there are more clarity is in place in terms of actioning around the key objectives of ICF. Now, in my case, like as a very small and a new chapter, so it's all new experiences for me. So likewise, from the other chapters who are members who are in the group, one thing stood out is like how can we generate that kind of understanding and kind of what could we do with ICF as a global and the regional teams to make our leadership boards more aware and make it more sustainable, like at the local level. So the other thing is like the challenges that we have domestically, probably like if you take Singapore, the membership is grown up to 1,000. So then in that case, how can we get the members engaged more and keep them really excited about all what we do? And also, if you take, sorry if I miss anything, my team. Yeah, so Jayashri was talking about how can we make this volunteering more joyful for all of us and make it a point where that we contribute without much of a complaint. Yeah, so I think as we are going through challenges now for Colombo, I'm really facing a challenge these days, even to connect online. because there's the first time in the history today 13 hours power cut. So it's really challenging sometimes, and we were talking toward the end, like how can we make certain things affordable also economically, because things go really everything change without so rapidly, and it's like a ship in a treacherous water, like suddenly you get a storm. That kind of feeling for Colombo members, but I'm sure that all of you have all those challenges in different colors, different forms. So how can we be more collaboratively support each other with and working with the regional team, and then share whatever that we're going through? Like, we are not alone. So that kind of discussion went in. That's my summary. Anything that if I'm missing, please add. Jayashree. Yeah, back to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
think
Yeah.
we can have one more shout out. Kali, would you like to go next, please?
Yeah, thank you, Minji. So, hi everyone. For our group, our key takeaways are similar. It's clear that we all have to do some rethinking about what the future of our chapters will be like, what we need to do. And the central idea is really on collaboration, conscious collaboration, connection, inclusion, and engagement. So, there's collaboration within, getting more members involved, collaboration across with different chapters, and also collaboration with other parts of the community. There was also a comment about coaching for all, involving student community, social partnerships, being more mindful of diversity, and coach training even for for our PWDs. There is also, yeah, we also talked about the conscious engagement across the different generations, succession planning, and also having that mindset of, how do we now rethink our goals and our promises, as how a teenager or maybe a 20-year-old will think of, plans, ideas, or goals for the future.
Thank you. So if you didn't get to share what you discussed, please use chat box to share what you discussed with your group. And over to you, Mambir.
Thank you, Minji. Minji, can you hear me well?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for the amazing share. And thank you so much for sharing. Thank you for all you do for your chapters and coaching communities. There are few reminders to wrap up the day, and then we will move into the closing part. So the first is the GLF website, including the pre-work videos, and will be all these will be available through December 31st, 2022. Alex Sheen's video will also be available through December 31st, 2022. And the second one is for attending the live event this week, you are eligible for 6 CCE in resource development. You must complete the evaluation at the end of the event to record your learning and earn these CCEs. You will receive the evaluation through email. So before we start winding up, let's take a moment to acknowledge and appreciate our staff members and everyone who has worked really hard behind the scenes to make this happen in the best possible way. For some of these members, I know that it's post midnight. Thank you so much, everyone. Really, really would like to acknowledge you, all of you, your hard work to make it seamless. And I would like to close with some final remarks from Catherine Denau, Magda Mook, Steve Weiss, and Pat Matthews.
So I hope you had all very productive, meaningful time with us, and a lot of connections. Hope you have shared best practices and some of your experiences. I'm sure you had. And we thank you, really, heartfelt thank you for your commitment, for your contributions, your engagement through these days and insightful sessions. I want to thank the staff for putting together such a comprehensive 3 amazing days. Anik, Saul, Kathleen, Minji, Denise, Karen, Katie, Renata, and all other people that have been with us and contributing to this really very good GLF 2022. So we are keeping raising the bar. I think we have listened to you, the feedback you gave from last year, and this year we hope that it has met even more your expectation, and that you find a lot of meaning and fruitful idea and inspiration for your chapters. So I want also to acknowledge all members of the Professional Coaches Global Board. I'm very proud to share. Thanks to them all for making this happen and contributing to the success of GLF. We are all here to support you. We are available if you want us to present, to share. Consideration on ICF, on the global awareness study, on what is happening in the market for the future. Our coaching profession can really make an impact. So keep us posted. Thanks for a great participation. I think we had between 100 and something up to 165 people between day 1 and day 3. So congratulations for being connected. Let's move in the next part of the journey. Our regional teams will be in contact with all of you to make sure that we have some post-event learning session in the next weeks. Just also to tell you that we will have in May the International Coaching Week. So it's a good moment to organize events, to involve your community, to engage your member. And this year, the theme will be reimagining the future. And that's about the coaching and the power of coaching and the impact of coaching and the promise of coaching, not only the goals. This is a lessons learned from today for me. And I must say that I'm very honored to be your chair. You all know that together we can be more than our sum. We are a remarkable community, and I hope we will keep in touch with all of you. Thank you so much. Magda, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Catherine. And, throughout this 3 days, we clearly capture some magic. And today's magic, I think, Tanya, you introduced this as a sign of appreciation and hope and fun. Yikes, I'm just reflecting on the last 3 days and so much learning. Latoya, when she was reported earlier, she said it is a power of connecting on connections, or connections on connecting. It's that's exactly who we are as a community, and this is quite amazing. I was thinking about Sarah Sladek's keynote, and she was talking about engaging different people in our organization that brings that creativity and innovation. We heard from Peggy talking about new habits, new capabilities, and then today's keynote from Alex. Oh my gosh, right? If we all heard that, it's like, because I said I would, I'm all in, and I don't have to, I get to. I think that just about describes every single person in this meeting right now, and what we frankly all do every day, because we believe in, Catherine, you said it, promise of what coaching can bring about, and also the goal for the ICF as an organization. So thank you absolutely for everything that you are doing as chapter leaders. And this is a journey. This is a little bit of a moving target, right? The circumstances that surround us do necessitate us to be agile, to change, to move. I actually don't like that word, but I'm going to say it, to pivot. So there are always going to be improvements, barriers, challenges, and also great discoveries. So I really appreciate this group of leaders, you, so much, for understanding that we don't have to be perfect. We just need to have a good plan moving forward. So thank you for your leadership. Thank you for saying, because I said I would, and for being here as part of this amazing, amazing community. Steve?
Excellent. Thank you. Wow. For me, I can't believe that it's been 5 months now working with ICF. It feels like it's gone by like that. And I think just extremely grateful to work and collaborate with such an amazing high caliber group of leaders. I can assure you that we're going to take the learnings and takeaways and your comments from this event, evolve our collaboration, and continue the development of tools that will help you engage and expand your markets. You know, let's not lose sight of the most important thing from my perspective. We are the most respected and influential coaching organization in the entire world. And this success begins at the local level. It's clear. As ICF chapter leaders, you are the local identity and experience for ICF, and you have the power to elevate the profile of coaching and demonstrate what sets ICF coaches apart. And that's powerful and important. Our work's just started, but we're more energized than ever to make this a success and do it together. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve, Katrin, and Magda. It has been a wonderful 3 days. The speakers have been terrific. I got to be in a few of the breakouts with you, and it's always my pleasure to get to know some of you better across the globe. So on behalf of the ICF staff and all of the boards of directors and volunteers who don't have to, we get to, I'd like to thank all of you for giving us the privilege of hearing your ideas, your knowledge, and making this an event for really a channel for great collaboration across the world. And more than that, please allow me to express our deep appreciation for the efforts made by your own chapter teams and your committees throughout the year to make ICF so successful. It's my pleasure to be involved with ICF. And although there'll always be challenges, it's so reassuring to see that we have faced them as a unified force. Thank you all, staff, volunteers, PC board, for an incredible day of learning today and a fabulous GLF22 event.